Okay, this is my check-in for Saturday. I just finished workout 22. So it turns out I missed too many days. So my final weigh-in is Sunday. I can't work out on Sunday. I guess I was counting that Sunday as my last day. I don't know, somewhere in there I got messed up on my days. And since I'm on 22 now, I can only get 29 days by Saturday. So, and I thought I had one additional day on top of that. So somewhere early on, I really messed up my days. I don't even know. So I messaged the gym manager, Lauren, about it, and she said, what she said was that I'll be able to complete the challenge, and I'll be able to roll, which means I will be able to go into a third one. But she said we'll get you signed up as an elite starting next week. So I think what that means is that I failed the challenge for as far as number of days, but they're not going to punish me by keeping me from starting another challenge. But now they want a membership fee. So I'm going to see what she says and see how far the original 500 goes. Because according to their paperwork, that's what I agreed. That's what I signed in my contract. That's what I agreed to, was that if I failed to complete any of the, there's all kinds of things to meet the challenge, including all the Facebook stuff. Mainly it's 30 workouts in 42 days and 20 pounds together. Those are the two main numeric measures to reach the challenge, to beat the challenge. So I failed by one lousy day, right? One workout. But she said it's not a problem. It's I have to keep going. I'm gonna get 29. At this point, it's not the kind of thing where I failed, I'm gonna quit now. It stinks that the money part is really bad. So if she says, you forfeit your deposit, and now it's $75 a month after this, I'm gonna walk. I can't. That's just too much. It's insanely high for a gym. Now I have heard them say that if you sign up when there's a special and you get a year membership, it can bring the membership down to like 50 or something, but it's really just too high. I don't know why they have to. Part of their numbers is probably just they look at the number of people they employ. They're probably just taking like all their operating expense plus their salaries, and then dividing that up by the max number of people they can have, and that's where they come up with their number. Because they're certainly not, that membership pricing is not meant to attract a lot of people. It's not meant to pack their gyms full of people. And their gyms aren't huge. They don't have Planet Fitness or Choose Fitness size facilities, or LA Fitness. You see some of those buildings and they're massive. 50, 60, 100 people could be working out in there at any time. Psychosomatic, for the most part, it looks like about 30, 35 people maxes out. The Valencia location's a little bit bigger. So you could have, 35 people, 40 people working out in the main area, and then private training, you could pack in maybe 15, 20 more. So their pricing has to be based on some kind of like accounting figure, something that they determined was what they needed every month to be viable, to keep going. So I don't know, I just can't. Like Choose Fitness, I looked into, their basic membership is $10 a month, and that gets you unlimited workouts. It doesn't get you any class time meaning there's an instructor and there's other people and you're doing a program. What I'm doing now is considered class training. To get the class training, you do have to go up to like I think if you do the $20 level, you get some included classes, like a certain number of hours per month. or a certain number of classes or something like that. But at the $40 level, so you're still talking $10 cheaper than Psychosomatic. $40 a month, and they give you get unlimited gym and you get unlimited guest passes. So basically a $40 plan would be like a family plan. You can your spouse can go, you can hand out guest passes to family members can all go. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Unless the guest pass just means that when you go, people can come with you. I'm not sure exactly, but $40 and you get unlimited classes. They have facilities there. They have like sauna, and I can't remember if they said hot tub. I don't think they have. Oh no, cold pool. I think cold pool and a sauna. And then they have this cool thing. I don't think it's at every location, but they have like a cinema bike. What do they call it? Cardio cinema. So you go in and there's like a bike or a treadmill or whatever you like, and you just get to watch a movie. To me, that sounded fun. I would love to do something like that. So anyway, it really depends on the number that Lauren tells me, and how much does my deposit count? Does it count at all towards a membership, or because I failed the challenge, did they keep it? I mean, obviously that's what they stated in the paperwork. So if she says that, I'm not going to be shocked or upset. I read the contract before I signed it. I actually read the whole thing. It's like 4 pages long or something. So anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I think it was just a matter of being much too casual early on and thinking I could skip. I mean, definitely I skipped the first 2 days, I think. Like right away at the beginning of the challenge, I got off to a bad start by skipping days. And then the move made me skip a couple of days. I can't remember exactly, but basically you can only skip. So it's a 42-day challenge, you have to hit 30. You can only skip 12 days. So somehow I skipped more than 12 days, which I can't even count back 12 days. It's hard to remember that many days. So anyway, it is what it is. Like at this point, I'm determined to get in shape. So it doesn't matter what she says. If I have to leave the gym because of money, and I'll explain to her, it's nothing personal. I like their brand, and their classes are amazing. But and the program is really good. The challenge does motivate you. But financially, I can't. 50 to 75 a month it's too high. It's way too high. So we'll see. I may switch to just cardio now or something, or I don't know. I don't want to lose my momentum, but just too much. Like I can't pile another bill on top of rent and all the other stuff paying out, and not making extra income, not being able to drive. That's the thing, is if I don't have to go to the workout every single morning, then some days I can drive for Lyft and make some extra income. I don't know. Anyway, I did have a good class. The class was really good. Today we did all total body. Yesterday was core, abs and stuff, and that. So the whole time my abs was really hard to. Some of the stuff we did was really hard, like a Russian twist. You're supposed to sit on your butt, lift your legs up, and hover them off the ground. It's kind of like little boat pose in yoga. So your feet are just hovering off the ground, 4 or 5 inches, and you kind of lean back, so you're already engaging your core just to get into that position. And then you take a dumbbell and you twist from side to side, and you touch your hand to the floor on the side of you, over and over, back and forth. And those, first of all, I can't even get up into that position unassisted. I have to grab onto my legs or my socks or something. Just the way it's all the bulk on the top of my body, on my torso, unbalances me. So I can't balance and get up into that position to begin with. So those were brutally hard. And then at the end we did this cool thing. We did rope slams, where you grab the battle ropes, you do a squat and you slam the ropes against the floor, and then so you do 15 of those, and then you have to bear crawl to the end of the rope and back. And when you come back, you reverse the bear crawl, which was like just so incredibly hard to do, coordination wise. Like I found myself like shuffling my feet in a really weird way just to make myself go backwards. It was awkward. And it's a relay race, so it's two teams. They split the class down the middle, and so your whole team is standing there behind you, waiting for you to finish the bear crawl, so they can do their turn. And it's just like, again, that whole public. I'm pretty much over it now, and it in a way I realize that it does. It motivates you like nothing else will, because you have that group of 8 people standing there, and while you're standing in line waiting to go, you have to do predator jacks, and they want you doing alternating predator jacks and toe touches, 10 of each. So while you're in line, you're supposed to be exercising too. So you have people behind you, waiting for their turn to do this incredibly hard thing, and working hard, jumping jacks and toe touches. So if you can't just flop on the ground and go, oh my God, that's hard, because you hold them up. So you're motivated to get the bear crawl done and get up off the floor and get back in line, so the next person can go. So anyway, that was pretty good. I wanted to talk about something that happened a couple of days ago, and I'm sorry this video is going to be longer, but it's probably my last one. I might make a short one tomorrow. So in one of my previous videos for week 10, I said, what would it look like? What does it look like when a trainer works out? What does it look like when today was Arnold? The person I was talking about, I think his name was Frankie. I think he's the one who can jump. He has an incredible vertical leap. He can jump straight up in the air, it looks like 4 feet. I think it's probably more like 3 feet, but, visibly it looks like, his head is at probably 6.5 feet, and, it's just incredible. Anyway, what does it look like when these people work out? Well, 2 days ago, and I forgot to put it in my video, something strange happened where during the class, Arnold the trainer would come around, and there was these 2 women in particular that he was saying, I think he made a bet with them or something, where he would come around, he would walk around. They always walk around, they're checking people's form and motivating you. When he would get near them, they would say something and he would say something back, and one of the words I heard from him, kept hearing throughout, was burpee. And when you hear that word, you're like, oh God, they're going to make us do burpees. Still the hardest thing. So, and I expect that because that class I came in like right at the minute. I've never been late, I have been late once. That's not true. But anyway, I suspect that before I came in, they were chatting and they made the bet or whatever it was. It had to be a bet. So I missed the details of it. He bet them, well, I bet you can't go through the whole workout without stopping or something. And so he's coming around and he's checking on them, and they're not stopping. So he's like, oh, I'm going to lose the bet and have to do my burpees or whatever. All I kept hearing was burpees. And so we get to the end, and I'm like, okay, here we go. Now he's going to make us do them. And he doesn't. And he's like, all right, class is over, but I do owe these 2 ladies burpees. So like, oh crap, okay, he lost the bet. So he does 12 burpees, but he does these a leg cross burpee. So he starts the burpee by falling to the floor, like a plank position, and then as he lowers himself into the push-up position, let me think about this. Yeah, he does the push-up, and as he's coming up out of the push-up, he crosses one of his legs under the other one and makes like an L shape with his legs, or a T, or whatever you want to call it. I guess L would probably be more accurate. So he puts his leg out 45 degrees from his other leg, and then he uncrosses it, and then he jumps up and does the leap. He hops back up to his feet, and then he leaps in the air. And he does 12 of these in a row, and almost without even blinking an eye. you could tell by the end, like at the very beginning, he's doing them very quickly and just with precision, just boom, 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 and he's counting out loud. And I think by the time he hit like 9 or 8 or 9, you could tell he was, the way he was counting, he was starting to slow down just a tiny bit, or he was getting a lot more deliberate with his movements because he was starting to get tired. But then at the end, he just pops right up. He's like, there you go, there's your burpees. It's like, that's what it looks like when someone who's really fit works out, whereas those would have taken me, if I had to do those to complete them, it would have taken me a full minute, 2 minutes or something, and it would have been a struggle the entire time. But he just whipped him out just like that, just no. And he didn't, the leg thing, crossing under, I think he added that because he was showing off. He added that for flair because the whole class is watching. He lost this bet, but he's gonna do it with style or whatever. So that was a pretty interesting moment. And of course, you can't grab your phone and record them. They don't like you recording while you're in there. Privacy and stuff, And they claim that the workouts are proprietary, which, okay, I understand that, but it's just silly that someone would steal your workout, I don't know. So that's it. I'm home. That's my check-in for today. So I officially can't get 30 this workout, or this challenge, but I'm not gonna give up because of it. I'm not gonna let it get me down or whatever. So that's it. I'll do another quick check-in tomorrow for workout 23. Okay, bye.